yet. I think we may be live. I think we may be live. 1, 2, 1, 2. Are we live yet? Are we live? I think we may be live. So let's hit this then. Woo! Welcome back, everybody. It's been a minute. Welcome back, everybody. Black, hot, fire.
I'm just saying I'm committed. Yeah, one that you call and you talk to, girl. I'll share my world with you. You wanna waste your time.
Waste your time. Waste your time with me.
Honestly, open your eyes and see.
Back in the building. Black, hot, fire.
Close your eyes to get away.
Your time with me.
You can have all the same.
Back in the building. Black, hot, fire. Everybody doing? Black, hot, fire. Seems to have been a little bit of a commotion Sunday night during halftime that made a lot of people lose their minds. We won't talk about it, have some fun. Why are the white supremacists going crazy? Let me let everybody get here wherever you find yourself at. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Grab a seat and get your popcorn ready. Black, hot, fire. We're in this beat. Come on in, have a seat. We're gonna be full spectrum dominance tonight, family. We're gonna be on your TV screen. We're gonna be on your TikTok. We're gonna be on your Twitter. We're gonna be on your YouTube. We're gonna be on your Rumble. We're gonna be on your BitChute. We're gonna be live and direct on the radio. Okay? And like I said, all TV platforms, also on all your podcasting platforms globally. So, strap in your head again and then everybody get up in here. As we have a lot of fun with the crazies. as we have a little fun with the crazy. Everybody tap that screen. If you're on TikTok, if you're on Instagram, I ain't been on Instagram in a while. Whatever we do on Instagram, do that. Okay? Whatever we do on Instagram, do that. If you're on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute, give me a thumbs up. If you're on the TV, hey, you see me, we live and direct on TV, just relax. Down already. Right, we got all the kinks, got cameras going down on me already. The Maga-tards are losing their mind, the Maga nuts, and all other kind of white supremacists. I find it funny. Halftime. How many horrible rock concerts, nonsense, have we had to sit in with all white? We didn't say that was anti-black because it was just nothing but all white musicians doing the Super Bowl. That's what it's mostly been. We didn't go crazy and say it was anti-black because we listened to cornball white people play their goofy music we didn't like. We just sat by and, let it be. We didn't go crazy. We didn't lose our minds. But that's what seems to be happening, family. Everybody losing their mind. Let me turn my camera on right here. Boom. All right. My camera on over there, all right. All right. We're going to talk it out. Give me a second, everybody get in. We're going to talk it out, family. Woo! We're going to laugh. Woo! Can we just talk? Unfortunately, shots will be fired, right? Shots will be fired tonight. We don't really try to hurt no one's feelings. We just tell the truth. We're not here to hurt anyone's feelings tonight. We just want, we're just gonna talk it on out. That's all we're gonna do. Can we just talk? Everybody on TikTok, old pages. Too far, can we just talk? That's all I can do, talk, because I don't got a voice to sing nothing. As I've been told so many times, I don't have a singer's voice. What's going on in a second when I see you over there on YouTube? Where's the rest of the family there on YouTube? Cry when I don't do these YouTube shows. And I don't see enough of you guys on YouTube. Where you at? Where you at on YouTube crying? Like this before. I'm just gonna talk it out. Can we just talk? Is that alright? Can we talk about this Super Bowl situation? It seemed to gone viral, seemed to gone crazy. Got everybody's panties up in a bunch. Can we just talk about it? Is that okay? Can we just talk? I don't want to know. That's all I'm asking. Can we just talk about it? Can we, way through this nonsense. Woo! What's going on, man? You're up late tonight, and what's going on, man? What's going on, man? You must be back in the country, right? Big ass fucking with a rich nigga. And I'm gonna dance. I know I can't sing. Calm down. Wherever you listening to me, calm down. I know I can't sing. Calm down. About to get this party started in a minute. Everybody sit down, grab your popcorn. Let's turn Chris Brown off right there. Let's do this real quick. Let's do this. Let's do that.
Welcome everybody, welcome to the Black Hot Fire Network.
This is the Black Hot Fire Network.
Black Hot Fire Network.
Black Hot Fire Network.
Black Hot Fire Network. Black Hot Fire Network.
Media of the 21st century.
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 The media of the 21st century.
Media of the 21st century. As we dive into amazing conversation,
Get to discuss matters affecting African people or the African history and the African identity.
Trying to bring up an Africanism renaissance.
That's what we're trying to do.
Life, politics, and everything in between. That we get to hold some of the most amazing shows, talking about the creative industry in the country and outside, studio interviews and covering events in the ground, where we bring the best top 10 countdown in the country, and where we say nothing but the truth.
do remember you can join us, download our app which is on the Google Play Store, and also stream with www.blackhotfirenetwork.com. So remember to follow us on our social media platforms and win yourself some cash prize as you tune into amazing conversation.
The media of the 21st century. This is where everything happens. Right here only on the Black Hot Fire Network.
All right, booyah, family. Let's take this down, take that down. Everybody's ready to see me now. Oh, shit. Can't believe my camera went down. Yes, give me a second. God damn. Always technical difficulty. Give me a second. Let me put this on for a second. Give me a second, guys. You know, when you by yourself, your cameras go down. Give me a second, guys. It's crazy. My camera came back up, guys. Hold on, give me a second. still didn't come back up. Alright, there you go. Alright. That's out of focus. Shit. Crazy. Man. Alright, that's how real life happens when you're a one-man team, right? Alright. That's how real life happens when you're a one-man team. Alright, Booyah, you guys should be able to see me now. Let's start this thing. That's how real life happens when you're a one-man team. Alright. Alright. I want to say welcome back to everybody to the Black Hot Fire Network show. I'm your host, Mr. Black Hot Fire. Always on that ass. Now we're broadcasting live from the homeland of the United States of America all the way over to the mother continent of Africa, because we're truly one of the only international radio programs and TV programs, and that's what's up. So I want to give a shout out to everybody on YouTube, everybody on Facebook, everybody on Twitter, everybody on Rumble, BitChute, TikTok, and all podcasting platforms globally. And also everybody watching us on your TV streaming platforms, that's Roku, Apple, Android, and Amazon on BlackHotFireNetwork.com. Now strap on your headgear and get ready for the ride. Now you know what time it is when you hear that. School's back in, stupid. Let's go. Black, hot, fire. Come on. Woo! Hold on. All discombobulated. Let me try to fix my camera. Give me a second. It's too far over. Alright, that's better. Check all cameras. Black, hot, fire. Let me check all my cameras. Black, hot, fire. And the calling number is 850-368-9102. Right there if you want to call in. Tell us your opinion, don't be scared. 850-368-9102. Back in the building. Black, hot, fire. Come on. Black, hot, fire. We in the building. Black, hot, fire. Alright, been back for 2 weeks ago, that's what's up. Never gets old. Let's turn that down. My ride-out music here. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing well. So family, welcome back to another edition of the Black Empire Network. Happy to see you here. You know, it's been a minute since I did a show by myself. You know, been constantly every day with Joby, but you know, none by myself. And this weekend I just didn't have a time enough to put a show together. So I'm happy everybody's coming by. Everybody on TikTok, a bunch of people on TikTok. How you doing on TikTok? People on BitChute, Twitter, Instagram. Like I said, we everywhere tonight. See how many people will be on this thing here. It says live. Okay. You know, so happy to see everybody. So as you know, or maybe if you don't know, if you've been living under a rock, you had the Super Bowl that just, you know, transpired over the weekend, this Sunday night. And so it was the Chiefs against the Eagles. And as you guys know, I haven't watched football in forever, so I guess it must have been divine intervention. I cut football since the Kaepernick debacle 10 years ago. When all these white supremacists got mad that we wouldn't, they still got mad that we wouldn't kneel no longer for their racist ass national anthem. There was a problem that we said, you know what, we don't want to be disrespectful to your anthem that's racist towards us. We would rather just, you know, put our head down in prayer. Is that all right? And then the white supremacists went crazy. How dare you dirty niggas, you know, kneel and bow and scrape for this national anthem. So with them, it's always a way to take away our dignity and our humanity. It's about power for them. So, and they love to always put their fake Jesus shit in stuff. They always put their fake Christianity, but you know, it's not a Christian bone in none of their bodies. That's what makes it so funny. The Christian right wing always talking about this Christianity is not a Christian bone in their body. No humanity. It's about their unbridled power. Is what they push. And so that's why I just detached from the National Football League. So, and it was hard for me to do. I was like everybody else. I was addicted to football. But once I finally got away from it 10 years ago, I found I didn't need it. There was no value in it for me at all. And so since I got to my hotel early Sunday, you know, someone told me, hey, pop in and check it out. Because the only reason I did that, because I used to, for those that don't know, I went to college in Philadelphia. So Philadelphia is close to my heart. So since they were there, I said, you know, let me check it out. I couldn't tell you none of the name of any of the players. That's how far I've fallen in NFL viewership, right? That's how far I've fallen in NFL viewership. I don't know who the hell's playing, what position, what team, whatever. So I said, I'm going to turn in because, you know, the Eagles are playing and I hope they win, right? And I haven't watched a single Eagle game this year. I didn't know if they were good or not. You know, sometimes you can fluke up and get into the Super Bowl sometimes. So I watched the Super Bowl. Really, the Eagles won that. The game was kind of boring because the Eagles really won the game in the first quarter. And if anybody was watching, the Eagles really won that game in the first quarter, right? And so I was like, man, this thing is boring. Like, this is a blowout. You know, a Super Bowl blowout, let's say really your team, you might be happy, but to watch a blowout in the Super Bowl is pretty boring. And so I was like, oh man, this thing is boring. And so I didn't know who I had no idea who was even going to be the halftime. So I remembered later because I know there was a dust-up between, since the Super Bowl was being held in New Orleans, I know there was a dust-up between Lil Wayne and Kendrick Lamar getting it. And thank God we didn't get any damn moronic ass Lil Wayne. Thank God. So what we got was a complete story being told on Super Bowl night that had the white people going, the white supremacists going crazy, losing their minds. But like I said, if anybody call up, it's 9102 had the white supremacists going crazy. Because all Kendrick Lamar was talking about the maneuver as a black person through their racist system, which they claim is colorblind, right? If it's colorblind, if the system is colorblind, why are you crying about it being nothing but all black people? There's been, how many Super Bowls have there been now? 50, what, 58? 57? I don't even know, I lost count. 58, 57, somebody let me know. And the majority of the halftime performances have been all white people. Have been all white people. We didn't see that those things were anti-black when they were all white. But for some strange reason, since he only had black performance, somehow this was anti-white in their minds. You know, in their moronic minds. Somehow this was anti-white. That had nothing to do with anybody being anti-white. So this was to address the culture, really taking it back. And if you understand the symbolism he did, it was brilliant. I thought it was brilliant. I'm not really a Kendrick Lamar fan. I know a few of the songs, but the symbolism I looked at, thought it was brilliant. I thought his display of what he did, put it on. I didn't know, I had to break it down, look at it later, that they were on a video game, and he was playing the game, black people maneuvering themselves through the game of the United States, us being here, us building the country, us not getting our 40 acres and a mule, us being terrorized, us having to live a double life, being on code as we call it, switching code. White people, you wouldn't understand that because you're the dominant culture. When we come around you, we gotta switch codes. We gotta act white around you, then we go back to our own community. We go back to acting black once again, right? Because us acting too black makes you uncomfortable, as they showed in that Super Bowl halftime. And so he brought in Serena Williams to celebrate her because her crip walking about 12 years ago, she was told that was wrong when she won one of her titles. Her just showing her joy. See, black people showing their joy causes white people to feel a certain way, which is crazy. So I told you, they love to see us all fucked up. They get joy in seeing us all at the bottom, all fucked up. That's how despicable they are. They get joy in that. For some reason, we don't get joy and see nobody on the bottom, nobody messed up. But they get joy. It solidifies their feeling of superiority. I've always showed you, I don't know why they feel superior, because they've never been superior. They've been more savage. Right? Say, oh, the country's changing. You stole this country. This country was ever yours. The funny part, like I told you. I tried to teach you why most of the white people got here doing something called the Great Migration. You were here at the founding of the country. The majority of you. You were given free land, which is Homestead Acts, free houses, free business. The middle class is virtually created for you out of whole cloth. You were given the country that you stole. You always say, kill me with the founding fathers. None of you were here. Majority were in Europe, all fucked up. They brought you here because they wanted to make a white country. I get it. But you had nothing to do with the founding of this country. Majority were not here. These are facts. Majority of white people were not here. You didn't come here to the early 1900s doing something called the Great Migration. Try this much, taking your country is absolutely retarded. Countries already founded and built for you, brought your ass over here to get the goodies that black people had created off their backs. And so that's what he was saying during the Super Bowl. That's what he was iterating. And while your heads were exploding. Had nothing to do with any racial connotation in it all. He didn't say hate white people, hate other people. You keep claiming we want a colorblind society, and this is DEA, DEI, and all this other nonsense, all these other fake words you use. Try to turn woke into a pejorative. Woke was a slang that black people created to stay woke against your wicked ass. Stay woke, brother. Stay woke, sister, against the white supremacists. You can't take our words and try to make it to a pejorative. None of you know what it's talking about. You're trying to make it like it's supposed to support all kind of homosexual shit and others, trans. It ain't got nothing to do with being woke. Woke meant be knowledgeable of this white system of oppression and how it oppresses black people. You try to claim it doesn't, but we all know it doesn't unless you're some kind of an idiot, some kind of a fool. The system was designed to oppress black people. That's a fact. So you trying to take our slang and make it a pejorative is stupid. Oh, woke, the woke culture, woke. Because some moron and some think tank takes our words and make it to a pejorative, put out to the masses, to the right-wing masses. You try to take our lingo and turn it into a pejorative, a slight. Oh, that's our woke culture. These are called dog whistles. Use dog whistle language. Without saying nigga, now you say woke culture. It's woke. Everything's woke. Woke culture. Say woke. Everything's woke. It's too woke. Everything's woke. The Super Bowl is woke. What the hell does woke even mean? What does woke even mean? What are you talking about? Woke in what way? Woke is about you. Say woke against your oppression. I find it funny how you take our words and try to make it to a pejorative. It's comical, but I'm going to show some things that you're not going to like. Right here, let me show some things that you're not going to like. Just real quick. I'm just going to show some attributes of the game, how people enjoyed it. Right? I got my second. We're gonna show these communities talking. Okay. Show some communities talking. Explain some things. Give me a second. Because I shared some videos real quick. Give me a second. But I want to share this one real quick. See, without them being told to hate what they saw, this is people's raw, honest opinion. So we're going to use the Asian community. We use them just to show something. Give me a second. I can't do what I want to do. So, here we go. Let me share my screen. Let me do this real quick. Give me a second. So, I'll just do this. Boom. Okay. So, we're going to share their joy in what they see. So, you make everything about race because you're racist. So these are Asian people just seeing it without any in your fake propaganda being poured into their head and what they see, right? They call this appearance amazing. To them, this was an amazing show. It had all the things in there that people want to see. I'm sorry it didn't have your white cornbread country music. That's ours that we created. No, that's great. And I'm gonna ask you a question. Let me turn my riding music down. What genre of music have white people? Just name me one. Name me in the comments, please. Name me one genre of music that white people have created. Name me one. I'll wait. Name me one. Because when we got this horrible country, you didn't create that. That came from us. The banjo started with country music doing Jim Crow. The banjo comes from West Africa. That's how country music started. Those are our instruments being brought over here. Okay? So tell me what genre of music that you wanted to hear in the Super Bowl that you created, that you didn't steal or rip off. And I'll wait. I want to hear it. Please let me know. That's one of my first shots being fired, right? I'd like to know. Okay? That's the shot fired. All right? Name the genre of music that you created. Okay? I'm listening. I'm waiting for the comments. Please let me know. Respectfully. Let me know respectfully. Okay? Turn this TV off. Turn this. Now let me pause that. And then, so they said that was amazing. So you hate to see black joy. And especially when you ain't got shit to do with it. That disturbs you. That disturbs you when you see black joy. So you run around calling this demonic. What is the demonic? The black women were actually dressed. No one naked. No one doing any demonism. But that's what I heard you people saying. This was demonic. Where at? What way? You feel that there was un-American because there was no white. You wasn't the center of attention. But you keep saying you believe in color blindness because you don't want any DEI hires. I want people that's the best to do the thing. I want the best people. Well, he is the best right now. That's why he's there. He is the best. That's what there's a group of Asians that came to sit down and watch the Super Bowl and then also partake in the halftime show. Without any of your fake propaganda, they said, "What? This is amazing." Only one mad are you. You don't butt hurt. They didn't say, "Oh, there's no Asian people out there. There's no white people." If you told yourself you must be the center of attention, and you're not. You're really not. And so next year you can have one of your country music festivals. We don't give a damn. We're not gonna watch this shit. No way. The cornball shit. We're not gonna watch it. If you're not imitating that, you're doing some other fake cornball shit that no one cares about. Put it on. We're not going to say it's anti-black. Get the whitest show you want to next year. We don't care. We're not going to say it's anti, but everything's supposed to be anti-white because nobody white up in there. There was no hatred towards you. We're part of the country, so we were explaining black struggle. But you don't like that because you're trying to erase history. You want to deal with lies. We're talking about black struggle and maneuvering ourselves through this racist ass country. The country's racist, guys. Whether you want to admit that or not. The rest of the world don't know America's racist? It's racist. Even the racist South Africans, they want to come here. Right? We knew that. But I'm on TikTok for that. That one, hold on. Of course, they kicked me out of this one over here. I get completely kicked out somehow. But let me share my screen again. Give me a second, guys. Damn, one of my things went down. This one went down. This one live or what? It's funny how my lives always get kicked out from TikTok. Yeah, resume live. How'd it go down? Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna show something. So I'm gonna let this white guy, he's not a Kendrick Lamar fan, he's gonna tell the truth. So I'm gonna let him speak his truth.
Scrolling through social media this morning, I saw that many of the far-right talking heads seemed very butthurt about Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime performance last night. And one of them said it's the worst halftime show ever. One of them said that 90% of the viewers wouldn't know the songs anyway and couldn't understand the lyrics even if they knew the songs. One of them called it a DEI Super Bowl halftime show. Now, I'm not a big Kendrick Lamar fan. I don't listen to a lot of Kendrick Lamar. I think I knew one of the songs last night. But I just want to say that anytime mediocre white guys who spent the majority of their high school career shoved into lockers start...
You're exactly right. That heavy metal shit is the most demonic. All them right wingers love that's the most demonic shit you ever listen to. That heavy metal, ain't got no rhythm. No, that's how you know they're not promoted. That all that racket and shit. All that you don't know what the hell they saying. But you put that on and they won't call that demonic because they love that demonic ass shit. That's truly demonic. They love that demonic ass shit. All that shit going on. They love that demonic ass shit. Love it. We gotta pretend. You ever notice when you on whenever you used to have MTV back in the day and all the black people had to pretend they like that heavy metal shit, you know they were lying. Oh yeah, that should be like even they were critiquing certain bands and their legacies in the music genres, right, in history. You always had some black coon, them coons on TV. Oh yeah, I like Dire Straits and all these other, and Def Leppard and all these other fucked up groups with all that wacky ass noise they make, right? All that noise here. The white people that made good music, you know, that were copying up of black people, they never liked them. They never liked the Hall & Oates, the Michael McDonald's. White people never liked them because they were too normal. They like all that racket, the fucking Led Zeppelins and the Ozzy Osbournes and all that heavy metal shit that we can't. You ain't never had 3 black people buy none of them albums. You had them all 3. If they had Metallica do a Super Bowl, did we watch it? We never watched that demonic ass shit. Metallica, all that fucking noise they hear going, all that hair, all that noise. Like, what is this shit? What is this garbage? And every right winger know they love that shit. They love that shit more than that big ass country music they pretend to love. All that headbanging. All that old shit. yeah, these morons run around, they really get the thing. All these black people, when they get a paycheck from white people, they gotta pretend that they like something. They really made a big thing. Like, you remember that? Remember back in the late 80s, early 90s, the Guns N' Roses? Was that one of the most horrible shit you ever heard? That dude sing worse than the actual, welcome to the jungle! All that fucking hollering and shit. We got funny games! We got funny games! Welcome to the jungle! Like, what is this unlistenable shit? What is this shit? Remember that? That actual welcome to the jungle! Like, what the fuck? Demonic? If that ain't demonic shit, what the fuck am I listening to? Everybody done that shit because it had its day and it's gone. You can't mix that in no club. Can't nobody party. Welcome to the jungle! All that racket and shit. You can't scratch and have no party with that shit. That ignorant ass shit right there. But the right wingers love it. They won't call that demonic, right? That demonic ass shit.
Talking in an insulting way about DEI. They're wanting to use the N-word. They're not talking about the subject.
Exactly. That's all their fake dog whistles. Woke. This is woke. They want to use this white man told you. They want to use the N-word to all that fake woke shit. You can't take our lingo and make it a pejorative, morons. You can't make our our shit and turn it into a pejorative. We gonna say woke. We talking about woke against your racist ass. We saying woke against you. And you welcome to the jungle. Yeah, we got fun and games. What the fuck am I listening? What is that shit? What is this shit on the? What is this shit? That shit was number one all over the country. That crazy ass, wacky, retarded ass shit.
And so the thing, they're just racist. They're racist and they don't have the balls to say what they really want to say. So they're white supremacists, but they're cowards. And so they use DEI, which is diversity, equity, and inclusion, which only a raging, ignorant white supremacist could be against.
They keep talking black people. Black people didn't get anything from DEI. White women, just like affirmative action, white women benefited from that, not us. You always put the scam. White women benefited from DEI hires, not black people. It was white women first. I think it was Hispanic second, Asians third, LGBTQ fourth, and Native Americans fifth, and black people at the bottom. So you talking about DHS, say black people getting hired? That's a lie. Okay? You talking about these pilots crashing. I've already showed you the first best pilots in the world were African Americans, were black men. The first Top Guns were by black men. They were the first Top Guns. Look that up. These are facts. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Okay? Yeah. I've already showed you the three smartest people on the planet ever are three black children. I don't even know how old they are, but I'm going to show that again. I'm going to put that on the screen again. 3 black children have the highest IQs ever. So who's the fucking DEI hire you're talking about? No, you're racist. You try to make all these fake pejoratives to hide your racism. You're racist. Because you're not the smartest. You're not the best. You're mediocre at best at everything you do. That's why we got, welcome to the jungle. We got money games. The jungle. I gotta listen to that shit at a halftime show. I gotta pretend, if I'm working for you, I gotta pretend, oh man, that music was outstanding. Have you heard anything so good? You ever heard anything so wonderful as that? Oh man, there's nothing better than that.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion, and use DEI as a pejorative. And they said the same thing about Kamala Harris, that Kamala Harris was a DEI hire. This is somebody who was a career.
That's what I said. They try to change our lingo. And you said, they go back into the fake think tanks. And see, that's what they did with Lee Atwater back in the 60s, late 60s. They take black and they try to turn it to a pejorative. And without saying nigga, these are dog whistles they would use. Right? Because they wouldn't, like you said, right, they wouldn't say nigga. He's white, you know they're telling the truth. So they make up these fake pejoratives. Woke culture. What's woke culture? What the fuck is woke culture? What is that? Woke meant woke against your racist ass. Say woke against you. Your racist ass. And you racist white niggas always screaming this Jesus shit. Is your white Jesus racist too? Your white Jesus hate everybody too? Is your white Jesus singing, welcome to the jungle, look at funny games, look at the jungle? Is he singing that shit too? I just want to know. I'm asking for a friend. So, welcome to the jungle. All that demonic ass shit. That music you love is demonic. You got that what's that other black group, that AC/DC shit? All that shit is unlistenable. There's always some motherfucking white motherfucker hollering and screaming. You don't know what the fuck they talking about. All that wacky ass shit. And that's every white winger. They love that demonic. They all love it. That shit is demonic than a motherfucker.
You're a prosecutor, the Attorney General for California, which has like the 6th largest economy in the world. She was a U.S. Senator, she was Vice President, yet they dismiss her as DEI. So clearly this is a racist, and in the case of Kamala Harris, a misogynist term by people who, again, gutless cowards who were scared to say what they really want to say. Furthermore, again, not that I've got a dog in the hunt when it comes to Kendrick Lamar, but watching that Super Bowl halftime show, the guy clearly knows what's up. I mean, the guy has like 22 Grammys and has won a Pulitzer Prize. And just watching the show last night, the symbolism, seeing the American flag built on the backs of black people. This is somebody who clearly understands history, he understands poetry, he understands symbolism, which again,
That's why they're so mad, because it shows the oppression that black people have suffered. And it's done in such a brilliant way. See the Asians like that. It's done in such a brilliant way. They can't deny it. It was, none of this stuff happened. You made it up. I'm gonna go to racist ass Stu Peters in a minute. Give me a second. Let me go here real quick, guys. Let me go back to me. Why does this camera keep going off right here? Crazy. Why does this camera keep going on? Oh. What's going on? Who's talking from Texas? What's up?
It's Gil Swan, man. What's going on, man?
What's happening, man? Long time no hear from. Shit. How you doing, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm all right, man. I don't really get on top of it, but did you hear about Nilly Fuller?
Yeah, he passed away a couple of days ago, right?
About 6 days ago.
I don't know how many days. 6 days? 5 days? I'm not sure. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. I know he passed away a few days ago. I just don't know how many days it was.
Yeah, man. One of our master teachers gone, man. He was right there with Francis West Wilson.
Yeah, exactly. But we knew it was almost the time to was like I know it was 80 something, wasn't it?
98.
Damn, he was 98, and this I'm even messed up. Yeah, so he lived a long life. So shout out to Neely Fuller. Yeah, he's been 98. I didn't know he was that old. I knew he was like in his late 80s. Hell, I'm a decade late. Shit. So how you been, brother? I ain't seen you in a minute. Shit, you living in Texas now?
Yeah, I've been in Texas, man. I called you when you had the other channel when you still had Kendrick working with you. I called you way back in the gap, and then
But who was working with me? Say it again. Who was working with me?
Katie.
Who?
Katie.
Oh, Katie.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah. We fired Katie about a year ago now. All right.
I've been watching.
Yeah, that's what's up. Okay, all right. I got you.
I wanted to say that Kendrick Lamar is a puppet, just like the rest of the people in the industry. Yet the only reason why the white people are mad, man, because he tries to say certain things about, our history and things like that. He wants to be pro-black, but he fucks with the wrong people, man. He fucks with Dr. Dre.
Of course. Yeah, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and the rest of the sellouts. Yeah, but I'm saying, but his artwork, at least he tries to put it out there. We know these Negroes are not clean. We know that. We know they're not clean. But him just showing a little bit of black exploitation that these white people have done has got their minds exploding. Good, but yeah, so that's what we're talking about. They got their minds exploding. It's funny shit to me. Because I've been watching all their posts on TikTok and on YouTube and Rumble where I went. This is the worst Super Bowl ever. This is so black. Where's the white people? Where's the white people at? Like I said, when you do your concerts, do you have black people in them? No. How many Super Bowls how many Super Bowls have been? 58, 57? I don't even know. Whatever it is. I don't know the Roman numerals. So, it's big. Majority of all been all white. Did we say they was anti-black because you had all them white people we couldn't stand? Your music sucks. We don't like you. We're going to be honest here. You're not to shame the devil except all these coons that are be in your prison. Most of your music sucks. You listen to a few tunes. Some more, a few blue-eyed soul cats that we can listen to. But the majority of your music stinks. We can't stand that shit. Okay? We can't stand that shit. But you know, you have black people though, yeah, you know, these guys were so instrumental and blah, blah, blah. Nobody black likes no fucking Guns N' Roses. Nobody black likes no fucking Kid Rock. This wacky ass cracker who can't even hold a damn tune. His bad rap, and then his rapping sucked, and then he tried to start singing. That didn't work. He went from rapping to country music, anything to make a buck. He sucks. You know, so I can't find too many your white groups that are any good. It's very rare for us to listen to your shit. Okay? That's why you always venture back to black people's shit and try to capture ours and make it your own. That's what you do. Ain't nobody in the club mixing no damn Guns N' Roses and what's the name of these other goopy white groups? I can't. What's the name of these goopy white groups? I don't even be knowing what the hell. What's that other goopy white group they had? That was big in the 90s. What's that shit? Bon Jovi. I know you motherfuckers love Bon Jovi. Ain't nobody listening to that shit. Listening to that shit right there. But let me play this real quick, guys. No, listen to that shit. Let me play this real quick, guys.
Talk about it. Let's fucking talk about it. I know you saw it. If you didn't get it, we don't give a fuck if you didn't get it. Maybe it wasn't for you. I'm talking about Kendrick Lamar's halftime performance last night and the ass whooping that the Kansas City Chiefs took. Hands down, one of the best. In the top 5, Michael Jackson and Prince still the best. We want to put Beyonce up there, and I can't think of who else we might put up there, but what the fuck? And like I said, if you didn't get it, goddamn it wasn't for you. How many times y'all have done, when I say y'all, I mean them, have done some shit on the halftime show, and we didn't know who the fuck they was. I love it.
Exactly. We know who the fuck you had out there. We don't listen to your shit. We don't try to copy none of that demonic ass shit. We don't know nothing. But you gotta always have the coons, as the boy Sparks is saying, like, we gotta pretend we know these big ass groups that you got and give them some damn love and say they're good. No, your groups fucking suck. All of them suck. If we controlled America, none of those groups that's supposed to have been top 10 in your damn book, we wouldn't have them nowhere. They all suck. All of them. All of them. I can't stand listening to none of that shit. It's all garbage. It's all fake. It's all demonic. All your shit's demonic. All that hollering and screaming and shit. That AC/DC shit. Like a motherfucker having a seizure. What the fuck is happening? What is this shit? What is this demonic ass shit? If you want to tell me black people saying lift every voice and sing, I'm going to show that too. It's demonic. Us showing our national anthem because yours is racist as fuck. Like everything you do. Everything you do is fucked up. It's racist. So us saying, hey, we're going to do we had our black national anthem because we couldn't do yours, so we were coming out of slavery, out of your brutality. And so we formed our own national anthem to celebrate us. And that's somehow a problem. That's demonic to you crazy bastards. Not go back up to the jungle. That ain't demonic. But somebody singing lift every voice is somehow demonic. Craziest cat shit.
The halftime show has been going on for what, 50-something years? You missed over a lot of R&B groups that are never going to be on there. Never going to be in there. Gap Band, fucking Charlie Wilson, Ohio Players. So if you didn't get it, so fucking what? So fucking what? I don't give a fuck if you didn't get it. Look at it this way. It wasn't for you. It was for us. So many times I watched the Super Bowl at the halftime show. You got Billy Bob Cowboy Hat sing some songs that ain't nobody ever fucking heard of in their entire fucking life. So now we gotta explain some shit to y'all. Y'all don't explain shit to us, you just do it. What you hated it was black national anthem. Black everything, black dancers. Serena Williams doing the crip walk. The fucking Kendrick Lamar just throwing Easter eggs. I just learned what Easter egg was. And let me get this right. Let me just say this. When I first saw him, I didn't understand one fucking word he was saying. But I did the research. And when I did the research, I said, oh my God. The thing that really turned out when he said, hey Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to Cell Block 1. And then he smiled. He looked at the camera and I ain't never seen that Negro's teeth the whole time I've ever seen him. It was great. And I watched it with another 73-year-old man. The beat got me. I love the beat. I swear to God, I ain't know what the hell he was saying, but the fact that he was black up there saying some shit, I loved it. And they booed Trump. They booed the fuck out of his ass. Now let me tell you something about a boo. You can ignore a boo, but come from somebody who's been booed, you hear a boo. You hear a boo, I don't give a fuck what nobody, you will hear. I heard it and I was at home. I wasn't even there. Shouts out to the goddamn the Eagles. Yeah, and for me, I'm rooting for the darkest one. Two black guys, I'm always rooting for the darkest one. You know, he wasn't dark, you know, but he's darker than he's darker than Holmes, and fuck it, I loved it. I loved it. And like I said, if you didn't get it, so what? So what? Who gives a fuck if you didn't get it? Yeah, they gave Trump the finger and they booed him. Oh, he heard them lose. He heard them goddamn. I heard them. And I was at home. I know he heard. What up, Max? I know he heard them. Now, I don't know who they're going to get next year. Some Billy Bob cowboy hat. Somebody singing yodeling and shit. I don't care. But last night, the ass whooping in the Kendrick Lamar'S, Serena Williams was out there walking, and it was gang related. What the fuck is that country western music is? You know what listen to country? The Proud Boys. The fuck? What the fuck? I loved it. It was great. I watched it twice. What up, Ralph? I watched it twice because I didn't understand some of the stuff he was saying. But man, it was great. And Samuel Jackson? Yeah, you didn't get it. God damn it, it wasn't for you. Yeah, Drake, and I know, and SZA was his ex too. Do you know what it's like to have your ex dancing on your arch enemy's fucking stage? Do you know what that's like? You know, I know Drake wasn't watching. And you know that bullshit his daddy was talking about, I don't care about that shit. Motherfucker, you do care. That's why you went to the goddamn Grammys, so you thought your son was gonna win some shit. And another thing, Stephen A. Smith, shut the fuck up with that bullshit. You always criticizing black people. What you need to do is shave that little bit of hair off your fucking head and learn how to dress. Because you are the worst, the absolute worst dresser on the internet. Now people say, well, you never met him. No, never met him, don't know him, don't have to meet him. That's the thing about television. You can look at the show and go, I don't like that motherfucker. I'm sure it's happened to me. I'm so sick of this motherfucker goddamn putting down somebody black. If there's somebody black doing something, root for him. Everybody we need to root for except Snoop Dogg. Snoop, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. And I smoked weed with you one time, but I'm sorry, man. Stephen A. Smith, you need to shut the fuck up and learn how to dress. You do not know how to dress. I know the shit you got on costs a lot of money, but some of that shit don't go together. You are a horrible dresser. And you're sitting right next to a man who knows how to dress. Shannon, ask him for some help. Because that bullshit you have on is straight garbage. What you motherfuckers need to be talking about, because this is the first year I've watched a lot of football. I watched pretty much every game that I could get. I watched a lot. And I need to know the answer to why there's so many white women at the beginning of the game and at the middle of the game. Fuck with the hating the Cowboys. Fuck on that shit. You got a network. You ain't even sitting at the head of your own goddamn table. You sitting on the end, motherfucker. You sitting on the end. You ain't running shit. And that other fat motherfucker that look like a walrus, I can't think of his name. What is his name? You know who I'm talking about. The fat fucker that wears the hat. The one look like, when he put his hat on, it look like Magilla Gorilla. You know who I'm talking about. Him. Y'all need to shut the fuck up.
Jason Whitlock.
God damn it, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say another goddamn thing. The halftime show was great. It was awesome. I watched it twice. I watched it twice. A minor. Jason Whitlock, yeah. Put a hat on that motherfucker, he looked like Magilla Gorilla. I swear to God. You put a hat on Jason Whitlock, he looks like Magilla Gorilla. And all these people, I didn't get it. Like I said, it wasn't for you. So finally we have some shit that you didn't get. So that's the one thing I notice about white people. They gotta know what the fuck you doing. So you don't know. So what? I loved it. Go ahead, Billy. And I know Buffalo, you appreciated that ass whooping. Y'all appreciated that ass whooping. Yes, you did. Anyway, I'm out. I'm gonna post this shit while we talking. Y'all go to Jerry around the Mofo store to buy some of my hot sauce, please. And my nuts. Try my nuts. You'll like my nuts.
Andy Brown. Okay. Shit. I don't know, Jay. You was one of the major coons. I don't know if you saw Steve Harvey show or not. Your boy was always one of the main coons there, so I don't know. I can't say. Let me see something real quick. Hold on, let me see this. Where's that echo? Is this? No. This thing down? Okay. Might have been on. Where the noise coming from. So, let's see what this brother's saying real quick.
All right, so here are my thoughts on Kendrick Lamar's 60-second-ish or less. There's going to be backlash from this. I do think that it's going to affect the amount of black musicians that are going to be able to do Super Bowl halftime shows.
So what?
Jay-Z's probably going to take some backlash for this as well. But on a larger level, I think the fact that we still keep arguing about money from a structure that hates us is an issue. I definitely think that after Kaepernick, the fact that we still talking about Super Bowl halftime show, myself included, is crazy. Right? Beyond that, I think Kendrick Lamar did a really good job of putting a lot of symbolism in, of being overtly black in a time where we need an overt blackness. I definitely will say as well that, he's still part of a capitalistic structure. There's more that he could have done, but there was no way he was going to please everyone. I think coming off the tone of last year, a lot of people do feel like Jermaine Dupri, and they want more to dance and they want more to bops. Well, I understand that, and it's a place for that. I definitely think that at some point we got to make some type of stand. All right, so here are my thoughts on Kendrick Lamar.
So that's what Sparks was talking about. Brother Capone, talking about it's still part of the capitalist system. I agree with that. But like I said, a win is a win. We take it anywhere we can get it. And I just respect the young brother because he had, when nobody run out there naked. When no disrespect supposed to be demonic. Let me share this racist ass cracker right here with this racist ass bastard here. Let me go to this page. So I say this is some kind of demonic, we're white people. I got to go on this stupidest cracker right here. Give me a second. I gotta hand this motherfucker his head. Give me a second. Let's see here. Where's that shit that he's talking? Oh, go ahead, Spark. You got anything else you want to say, man? I know you're still there. Let me see this. Let me stand real quick. Let me grab
I was just gonna say that our people shouldn't be looking for the truth in these artists, man. If you listen to their music, then the music will down to where it can.
Now, there's no truth in none of it. There's no truth in none of it. But if it agitates the white supremacists, I'm with it. If it agitates their ass, I'm with it. Wholeheartedly, like this one I'm about to show right here. Give me a second, I'm going to show this.
You know why they're really mad?
I'm listening to you.
Because they don't have no supernatural power, man. They know this was black man and black woman.
Mm-hmm. Well, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Let me see if it's right here.
Come on, man.
I agree with that. Let me show this real quick. Let me show this.
This shit out there? Shit. I know for a fact, man. There's no way in hell, man. And white folks know what time it is with us, man.
Mm-hmm. They do. Let me share this right here. Commercial. Yeah. Watch this white supremacist stupid lose his goddamn mind. I'm gonna debunk everything he's saying. Oh, it's all demonic. But nothing demonic in this shit. Nothing, no demonic, nothing nowhere. Let me debunk this racist ass bastard right here. Let me get this crack of this work.
Years, especially since the turn of the 21st century, the United States of America has evolved into this unrecognizable country that increasingly resembles the third world and in which degeneracy and animalism...
It resembles the third world animalistic. This is the same no good cracker right here, family, who tried to be a white rapper. Tried to come into our culture, but he sucked. So he was, ceremoniously dismissed, right? This Stu Peters, he wanted to be another Eminem back in the 90s, this motherfucker here. But our culture is supposed to be third world and demonic. The only demonic people you see are they ass. They want to say they didn't found the country, they stole it. They committed genocide, theft. But somehow that's binding the country. See, they change definitions from what real things are, try to change reality. They didn't found shit. They stole, robbed, raped, murdered, killed. When they brought their no good ass, so they didn't know how to farm, so people helped. They would result in the cannibalism. Okay? Because they didn't know how to fucking farm. And they were funky as shit. Never washed their ass, they full of diseases, didn't know how to goddamn bathe nor farm. So they resulted in cannibalism. That's in Massachusetts and down in Virginia. These are facts. So the people that were here, supposedly they found, showed them how to farm, and once they showed them how to feed themselves, these racist ass crackers went on a killing spree. They started. So everybody's a savage but them. The third world savages and all this fake shit he talking about. You started the genocide. You started the killing of innocent people who tried to help your stinking ass. You tried to wash your filthy ass, get the diseases off you. Taught you how to farm so you could eat, so you stopped eating each other. The cannibalists do his job in your ass, no one else. That's why you kept your cannibalism even up into the 21st century, where you were eating black people, hanging them, eating them. Cannibals were you. You always try to project what you do on everyone else. The cannibals were your ass. You ate black people after you hung them and burned them. These are facts. So who's the savages here, Stu Peters, with your lying ass? He's talking about, I love the Lord, I love Jesus, and Jesus, always with their fake ass Christianity bullshit. What Jesus, what God is with you evil motherfucking racist, hateful motherfuckers? What God is this? What God is with you hateful motherfuckers? What God? You fake God? Let me teach you something here, Stu. You have a calcified pineal gland. Your pineal gland doesn't work. Majority doesn't work. So you have no soul. You're mostly a spirit, but there's no connection to the true creator of the universe. That doesn't happen.
Disconnected.
Yeah, he's disconnected. What's going on? Hold on. That thing acting crazy. Hold on. This thing off real quick. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. My damn TikTok went crazy on me. There we go. All right, there we go. Completely disconnected. That's why you're so hateful, so evil, so wicked. You think talking about found you committing genocide is called founding a country. And everybody's third world, they're barbarians. You sound crazy as cat shit. What's this thing doing? Oh, this thing keeps falling off. This thing doing, get it over there for a second. Okay, give me a second. You know, the barbarians are you. You're the barbarians at the gate. You always have been. But you claim every civilization like the Greeks and Rome, that nothing to do with you. You're Germanic people, had nothing to do with the building and found of Rome, nor Greece. You were the barbarians, the savages. You the one was in the caves, fucking animals, your ass. You the one still eating fucking people, you're the cannibals. You're the one still born with residual tails. That's you, Stu. You still are born with residual tails. If you're true, how do you have a tail? Explain that shit to me. Help me out, Stu. Your racist ass. Talking about this culture's demonic and degenerate. But you wanted to be a part of it. Everybody knows you tried to be a white rapper, Stu, but they told you no, get the fuck on. You're not, no.
The behaviors run amok.
Behavior.
Our entire national identity, our entire heritage, our national culture, they have all been completely destroyed. They have been gutted and they have been replaced with this hyper-consumerist form of filth that places members of the lowest rungs of traditional American society on a pedestal.
He's showing all that he's showing all the Jewish controlled rap. That is, we're talking about the Kendrick Lamar. You can't lump them in the same thing as the people you're showing right here, Stu. One has nothing to do with the other. Why they keep cutting off my damn live on this damn TikTok? Yeah, would you like to return? Yeah, I'd like to resume my live again. Yeah, how about that? Why do you keep cutting it off?
To be worshipped by the retarded and mind-controlled masses of Americans. We see examples of this every single time we turn on the TV. Just take a look at Sunday night's Super Bowl halftime show.
Look at it. What's wrong?
After several consecutive years of conducting satanic rituals on live television,
We talk about this, and there's nothing satanic about it. What was satanic about it? Nothing. Nothing. There was no satanic symbolism nowhere in it. The women were fully clothed. Where was the Satanism at? Nowhere. So what are you talking about, Stu? What was the Satanism nowhere in the damn thing? But it's so funny, you always talking about this Satanism shit. You're the ones been committing genocide to people. What country you bound? All your leaders, you talking about your founding fathers are all pedophiles, all fucking enslavers, all wicked, all evil. But you want to tell me those are men of their time. These are men of their time. Because everybody on slavery, everybody was wicked back then. Well, you're still wicked now. Then, you want to tell me about Thomas Jefferson raping a goddamn 13-year-old child, Sally Hemings, having 6 kids? That's how wicked this no-good cracker was. Rape this girl, have children with her, and enslave the children. But he's a great man. He was a man of his time. But you were all wicked at the time. That you're trying to defend right here. That's satanic. You want to talk about satanic, Stu? Raping a 13-year-old child, having children with them, and then enslaving the children and putting them on your same plantation. That's not satanic. That's one of your founding fathers. You know what else is satanic? Your George Washington taking the teeth out of a human being's head like a slave and making him his own teeth because he refused to brush his own rotten, nasty, filthy fucking teeth. That ain't satanic. The fuck are you talking about, satanic? Taking a damn human being's teeth and putting them in your own fucking head because you too nasty to brush your own goddamn teeth. These are the people you talk about, you worship. Huh? Tell me about it, Stu. Explain that to me. What's more satanic than that? And these are all facts I'm telling you. Raping Sally Heming at 13, having babies, keeping them enslaved. And what's more satanic? Oh, these are all Christian men and Christian. None of them believe in your Christian shit. Thomas Jefferson thought Christianity was phony, baloney. George Washington believed in your Christian. That's why they separate the church and state. But you morons, you thought this is a Christian nation. It was never set up as a Christian nation. Most of the damn, these wicked ass founders were deists. Stupid. That's why education is important and you don't know anything. They were deists. They didn't believe in your Jesus, moron. That's why most of them were part of what you call the fake Illuminati or the Masons, idiot. These are facts. Why DC is a damn a city of masonry. You trying to change this? They were all Christians and standing upright. What upstanding man is going to take the teeth out of another man's head and use them as his own teeth, dude? That ain't demonic.
Went right back to doing what it does best, giving a platform to degenerate blacks. And that's it.
Two degenerate blacks. What was degenerate with that? What was degenerate in that? Two degenerate blacks, and I wanted to be a rapper and join their community. I wanted to know their culture. Degenerate blacks, and I wanted to be. You wanted to be a rapper, Sue. You wanted to join the degenerate culture, but you sucked. Like most of you mediocre white people, you suck. You stink. You couldn't even be good as an awful ass Eminem or your Kid Rocks. You ain't as good as you ain't as bad as Kid Rock. It's good. Kid Rock is horrible as a rapper. You ain't as good as him. That was you, Stu. You wanted to be a white rapper. You wanted to join the degenerate culture, but you wasn't good enough. Now you're wailing against. I'm going to say, leave all you motherfuckers outside our culture. All of you. Every last one of you. I don't believe neither one of y'all should be up in our shit. None of you.
Exactly what the halftime show was. Kendrick Lamar up on stage rapping a diss track about how Drake is a pedophile and doing skits.
He never said pedophile. It was deeper than that, you dummy. That was the end. He didn't call him a pedophile. He let the audience do that. That wasn't what it was about, because it went over your head because you're stupid, mediocre white man. You are a moron, Stu. That wasn't about that. He was showing you the plight of black people in this country that you say is very equitable, which has never been. He's explaining our plight through this fucked up, navigating this fucked up system of white supremacy that you claim does not exist. And everybody around the world knows it exists. That's why you're mad. Had nothing to do with no diss track about fucking Drake, moron. That's why I showed you guys the Asians in person, let you guys see how the Asians thought about it and enjoyed it. So I wanted to juxtapose this with this wicked ass white racist right here. This is a white racist right here. Talking just crazy. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Just spewing all kind of hatred shit. Because he's mediocre at best. He's not good at nothing. He's been given every goddamn thing like all white people. Given shit. Mediocre at best. That's what burns his ass. Well, I ain't at the Super Bowl doing my white rap. I was a rapper back in the day. Because you suck, Stu. You stink. That's why. You suck.
With Samuel L. Jackson about how America hurts black people's feelings.
No, he's not talking about the feelings, about how you hurt black people, period, not the feelings. The system that you designed to cause us to stay impoverished, cause us to stay illiterate, cause us to lose, cause us to be on the bottom. It hurts black people's feelings. More than that, Stu, you fake bastard, you racist motherfucker, you. More than that. Ain't that makes you feel so way because that's the truth? Everybody around the world knows this. You always white people say, oh, you're shocked, you don't know. The world knows America's racist, dummy. The world knows that. So you trying to play crazy now, you don't understand and don't know this is absolutely retarded to me. But I fake like the country wasn't built on the back of racism, wasn't built on the back of black people. That's what Kendrick Lamar is saying. He's not talking about no fucking Drake until the end, moron.
Take a look at this. Here's a clip from the show.
Monic, because they had rhythm and you don't have that? Is that Tell me where's the demoncy at? Did they have rhythm and you don't? There's nothing demonic in this. Where's the demonic forces? But if I heard ACDC, yeah, all that screaming and hollering and shit, where's the demonic stuff at? Show me. Where's it at? I can't see it. The women are fully clothed. No one's around butt naked, shaking and twerking and none of that goofy shit. And he's telling the story of oppression. So what that chaps your ass because it really happened. And when people tell this story, it makes you mad, feel a certain type of way, because what you're saying is full of shit. You're despicable liars, every last one of you.
Performance was black.
I'm sure. Why? I'm sure everybody in that performance was black. Why is that bad? Did we listen to a bunch of performances for the last 50 years that were all white? Did we get mad? Like I said, we didn't listen to your hillbilly ass shit you play. We never got mad. We didn't say it was anti-black. You had all these damn white people singing and fucked up songs that no one cared about. We never got mad about it. You claim you're colorblind. You don't see God with a color. I don't want the DEI. I want a colorblind. The best. He's the best. Right now, he's the best. Why he's doing? He's the best right now. That's why he's there. Damn sure ain't you, Stu. You ain't the best rapper. That's why you're talking shit. You white rapper, you're not the best. Sorry. You know, you want to come sing our song, be a white R&B singer, a white rocker. Whatever. You're not the best. He is, so that's why he's there. Because he's a DEI hire, no, he's the best. He's telling a story that most people got. That's why I showed the Asians first. That's not our community. They understood what he was saying. Why didn't you get it? Because you're racist. That's why you didn't get it. You understand what the fuck he's saying? He said, because black, he's this thing is stuff about America hurting our feelings. You did more than that, motherfucker. You did genocide. You've eaten our asses. You talking about feelings. You murdered innocent black people, locked up innocent black people, broke innocent black people's bones on the damn plantations. What are you talking about? Feelings. You out of your fucking right mind?
And according to the left-wing publication Slate, that was the entire point, because immediately after that halftime show aired, Slate published saying that, quote, during Black History Month, with Donald Trump of all people in the audience, Kendrick Lamar called out the streak of anti-blackness that...
Exactly. That was demonic, but that was their shit. The Olympics, yeah, that was demonic. I agree with you, man, but that's their shit. That wasn't us. That shit was demonic as hell. Those are his people putting that shit on. White people put that demonic. They ain't nothing to do with us. That's Paris white people put that demonic. They're the demonic. We don't put that demonic ass shit.
Aids this country's past and present. Although, yes, viewers were on the edge of their seats, waiting to hear the infamous lyric, certified lover boy, certified pedophile. End quote. It's just all so tiresome. Every single one of America's biggest entertainment platforms.
It's also tiresome. Majority of people that play the NFL are black. I mean, not you, because you're not good enough. You don't compete. You don't compare. Majority of athletes that play football are black. So why is it also bad for you? It's also bad. I don't mind looking at black people do sports for me. Oh, they stand up for my national anthem and shit. This racist. Oh, they support my racist shit. I wanna, oh man, why don't these niggas just behave and support me being racist? Still, you're throwing a tantrum. Throwing a tantrum, you racist cracker. What are you doing? Why? Stop it. Stop it.
Forms from the fake and gay and rigged sports entertainment leagues like the NFL to the music industry to all of our TV shows has completely given in to this degenerate black filth culture.
Degenerate black filth? What's filthy about? Now, where do you see the filth? On my screen, guys, nowhere. Where's the filth? What is he talking about? This is how deep his race is. This is how fucked up and racist this degenerate bastard is. This fucking fake ass, fucked up, phony rapper he was supposed to be. Only degenerate is him. He probably cut his tail off at birth. Right? He's showing black people right here singing the black national anthem. Everybody's dressed, everybody is appropriate. So how's this, where is this degenerate? This is what makes it look, where is this degenerate culture?
All our TV shows.
Let me go forward. Where's this degenerate culture he's talking about? Exactly, email. It was nothing. This was a beauty. Halftime had nothing filthy about it. There was no filth there. Them doing the nasty, this degenerate, filthy culture. Where is the degeneracy at, moron? Where is it at? That black people get their own national anthem because yours is fucking racist and everything you do is fucking racist. Cause you goddamn. Let me finish up. Let me go on that.
I'm pretty sure that every single person
is a goddamn mediocre. That's your problem. You're mediocre at everything. So everything must be given to you. Where's the degeneracy at? I'm still waiting for the degeneracy, moron. Show me. Where's the degeneracy at? Is it hiding? Where's it at?
involved in that performance was black.
Was black. Yes.
And according to the left-wing publication Slate, that was the entire point, because immediately after that halftime show aired, Slate published saying that, quote, during Black History Month, with Donald Trump of all people in the audience, Kendrick Lamar called out the streak of anti-blackness that pervades this country's past and present.
It does.
All well.
So that's not true. The anti-black culture that pervades this culture, that's a fact, dude. I know you white racists don't want to admit that. These are facts, moron. And the rest of the world knows this. These are facts, stupid. These are facts.
Yes, viewers were on the edge of their seats, waiting to hear the infamous lyric, certified lover boy, certified pedophile. End quote. It's just all so tiresome. Every single one of America's biggest entertainment platforms, from the fake and gay and rigged sports entertainment leagues like the NFL, to the music industry, to all of our TV shows, has completely given in to this degenerate black filth culture that was created by a bunch.
Now look at this. What's filthy about her being all white and being in yellow? What's filthy? There's no filth there. People say that the Jews control it. They do. They do control the black entertainment industry. That's a fact. But where's the filthy side? There's nothing filthy there. You got Lettucey singing the black national anthem. What's filthy about this? She's all white, and the people behind her all yellow, properly dressed. Where's the filth he talking about?
Of subversive Jews, and then weaponized against the American public for obvious reasons. Because it's degenerate.
You see that? Where's the degeneracy, guys, right there? They're dressed like a church choir. Where's the degeneracy? He claims he loves Jesus. This fake ass, white ass, no good bastard. He's talking about his fake Jesus. Alright, they're gonna get a fake Jesus. They have no attachment to any creator of the universe at all. These guys are dressed in church attire. That's a church choir outfit they have on, yellow, she's in white. Where's the degeneracy at? What the fuck is he talking about? He's mad because no white people are there and it's about hurting his feelings. We don't get mad when the Super Bowl's all white. It's been majority white all the time. What are you talking about, man? We're not centered. Why white people are not centered? See, they believe that time was then, that they were going to rule forever. You don't understand, time is cyclical. There's seasons. Things go up, things go down. There's winter, summer, fall, and spring. They thought they were going to rule linear. They bust out of finally knowing shit 500 years ago. They think their rule is going to stay, that you're going to be still a country, and it's going to stay stolen for these white people. Your birth rate is fucked up. Make sure I make it loud. Your birth rate is fucked up. You're out of here. I'm mad at black people even fucking procreate with your ass, keeping your goddamn birth rate alive. Your birth rate, Stu, is fucked up. Your women not producing enough babies to replace your rotten racist ass. Because the planet is getting rid of you. Is the God getting rid of you, motherfuckers? You scream about Jesus. Is Jesus getting rid of you because you racist? And the planet's getting rid of your racist ass. That's why. Your birth rate is fucked up. Who's done that? You had all the opportunities where you're giving the land, giving everything. Who's done anything to you? Nobody. But you're just naturally racist. That's who you are. You're despicable by nature. You're a despicable bastard. No one can say that, so stop with your big God talk. You're not a godly bone in your motherfucking body. And that's what kills me with these right wings always screaming some Jesus and the Lord. These are the most racist, fucked up people on the planet. Look at them all in church. Those are church robes, guys. You guys say those are church. He said this is degenerate. Because it's black people in church robes. Why this is degenerate? Because it's not white people. It's how fucked up he is in the head.
And now, alongside Satanism and homosexuality, it permeates everything. It even permeates the national anthem when it comes to the Super Bowl, because the gay and pathetic NFL has had to bribe its black players into not kneeling.
Yeah, it ain't to bribe nobody, motherfucker. Your racism, your anthem is racism toward them, the very people that play. Why would I play for some shit that disrespects me as a man, as a human being? What are you talking about, moron? So I'm not deserving of dignity? I'm not deserving of humanity? You're a God? You're a fake God doesn't want me to have humanity and dignity? Is that what you're telling me? When you screaming, your God, your God, my Lord, my God, my Jesus, that shit is all fake. Every screaming at Jesus and God is all fucking fake. Does your fake God care about my humanity, Stu? Care about my dignity? And these guys shouldn't care about my humanity and my dignity. Doesn't want to see me all fucked up. See me dealing with something that says I'm supposed to be raped and hung. That you wrote, that you white people wrote. That's your anthem. That's why black people say we do not want to participate in it. We just sit here and pray. We don't want to be disrespectful. That's your shit. Cool. But you expect the black men to still sing some shit that disrespects their humanity and their dignity. Because for you, it ain't about your fake Christianity shit. It's about your power. You want to believe you have power over black people, and you don't. Those days are coming to an end. That's what scares you. That's why you're screaming. The days of you having power over black people is coming to an end globally. And you better get your motherfucking mind right. Because it ain't going to be enough for you to go to war with us. You better get your fucking head right.
For the national anthem. And so to do so, they've had to give them a national anthem of their own. Which
they didn't give us shit. That was written by black. They didn't give us no national anthem. But we made that because we couldn't do your racist shit. Our shit didn't say hate crackers and kill all the crackers. Ours never said that. We created our own national anthem. Had nothing to do about no hatred towards nobody. Yours has got hate in it. So we couldn't sing yours. So you didn't give us shit. We created that national anthem. And decided to call it the black national anthem because your shit, like everything you touch, is tainted and fucked up and racist. That's why we couldn't participate in your shit. But you'd rather have us participate and destroy our own humanity and our own dignity. And we refuse to do that. And if we don't do that, somehow that's demonic. You out of your fucking white mind. You out of your fucking white mind. Since we won't participate in your debauchery, your fucked up racism, somehow now we're demonic. You crazy as cat shit. See, this is the mind of a psychopath. See, they're lead a super psychopath, but the regular white person, they're all psychopaths. This is a psychopath. This is a psychopath talking here. What he is, he's psychotic. He's a psychopath. To make him feel good, I gotta damn strip my own humanity, my own dignity.
They call the Black National Anthem. And at the Super Bowl, this fake Black National Anthem was played.
How's it fake? But they're gonna play before your anthem, which you say is your country. So of course they played before stupid because they figured the bigger one they played at, the bigger one goes last. I mean, it's like any concert, the main person goes last. The starting act comes out first, dummy. You don't know that? You that fucking stupid? So they wasn't giving the Black National Anthem any credit. It was the one that came last. Dummy. Yours is the main event. That's why yours came second. You arguing about, you don't know what you arguing about. You so fucked up in the head. You so racist. You don't know what you arguing for. You arguing against your own best interest. You so fucked up.
But for the real national anthem.
Now supposedly this is demonic. This moron said this right here is demonic. Lift every voice and sing. This right here somehow degenerate demonic culture. This right here. Somehow in this cracker's mind, this is demonic. That's how you know you fucked up in the head. Somewhere in his mind, this is demonic. Black people in church robes and another woman in white singing lift every voice and love everybody. In his fucked up demonic mind, his psychotic mind, this is demonic. You can't argue with morons. He's got to die the fuck out. His racism is unhinged. His racism is unhinged. It's over the top. It's crazy.
And then, if that wasn't bad enough, the real national anthem was sung by a BLM activist called John Batista. A BLM activist sung the real national anthem.
So the real, did he sing it? Did he sing it right? Who cares what he is? He sung it right. Black. A BLM activist. BLM had nothing to do with black people at all. And you know that, morons. I don't know why it's like you guys use the big woke shit as a pejorative. But if BLM had nothing to do with black people, we would fight against your racist ass again. The police that were killing us in the streets. So we shouldn't have did it. So we should just be burned in the streets so to make you feel good with your demonic ass. Everything you scream about and advocate for is real demonic shit. That's how demonic they ass is.
So as far as the Super Bowl goes, even though your conservative uncle will tell you it was totally based because Donald Trump was there. And no, they didn't have end racism spray painted across the end zones, as they usually do. But this was an anti-white shit show.
Anti-white.
And by the way,
where was it anti-white? Nowhere. Because, you wasn't the main attraction during the damn Super Bowl halftime. How's it anti-white? You always want to play the victim. You got everything in society. You've been given every goddamn thing. Given shit. Now you didn't earn a goddamn thing. You had savages, of course, that stole, raped, and murdered. Of course, you did that. Now we agree about that. As far as you motherfuckers, you haven't earned shit. So what are you talking about? What are we talking about here? You whites aren't the best in any sport. None. Well, you try to keep black people out of all of them. Because we get in, we beat you. Okay? Every time. Sorry, oops. Sorry about that.
Over the commercials, like the one where the Foundation to Combat Anti-Semitism, a Jewish supremacist financial front, bought out Tom Brady and Snoop Dogg and reminded them, hey, you're to tell Americans that they are racist. Go do that.
I hate you because we're from different neighborhoods. I hate you because you look different. I hate you because I don't understand you. I hate you because people I know hate you. I hate you because I think you hate me. Because I need someone to blame. Because you talk different. Because you act different. Because you're just different.
I don't see nothing wrong with that commercial. You gotta be told not to hate because that's your nature. You do have to be told that. That is your fucked up nature. That's a fact. Don't get mad because you're naturally racist. What's wrong with that commercial? I don't like either one, Snoop or they don't be racist. What's bad? What's bad about that? When they tell you don't be racist, that make you mad? Where's the hidden agenda in that? Tell me, Stu. They tell you don't be racist. Where's the hidden agenda? Because at the end of the day, you want to be racist. That's what you want to be. That's what you are. So you don't want to be told not to be racist because that's your nature. You want to be able to be in your true, complete nature. That's why it makes you mad. What moron would get mad about a commercial that said, hey, don't be hateful? Who cares? It makes you feel a certain way because you want to be hateful and not have accountability for your hate. That's why you whites are so mad you have to be accountable for your hate. You're being called out on your hatred. That's what makes you angry.
Hate that things are so bad that we have to do a commercial about it.
Me too. Yeah, it's really bad. You know, I mean, this is just all par for the course with any of these big nationally televised events these days. It's anti-white all the time. It's
anti-white because I'm mad. I want to hate. It's anti-white. What did I say about being white? That was a black man and a white man saying don't hate each other. What was the anti-white in that? Because your white ass wants to hate. There was a black man and a white man saying together don't hate. So what was the... Well, how was it anti-white? why wasn't it anti-black then? And it'll help me understand this. Teach me. Teach me.
White circus. It's an opportunity. Let's just cut down to brass tacks here. What this is an opportunity for a bunch of Jews and their black minions and whatever other shades of foot soldiers they can find to address a captive audience of retarded white cucks who actually tune into this shit and then beat them over the head with their racism propaganda every single chance they get. It's pathetic, but that's what America has become, which is tragic because it was never supposed to be this way. America was always supposed to be a white country, and it was until very recently. When America was founded,
now we'll get the real truth. It wasn't a white country. It wasn't founded. You didn't find shit, you stole it. So you thought that, the laws of the universe says, there's something, Stu, called the laws of the universe. You reap what you say you're a Christian. You reap what you sow. That's in your goopy Bible. You reap what you sow. Eventually, right? Or cause and effect, the laws of the universe. Okay? Cause and effect, Stu. You thought you could just steal shit, claim it as your own, and keep it eternally? You didn't find anything. This stolen land, dummy. That's the one thing you white people always forget. You stole it. You didn't find shit. It wasn't sitting here empty. You stole it. You genocided people. Murdered innocent men, women, and children. You want to tell me about some shit you found. You didn't find nothing. You stole it. So if it's a God that you're supposed to love, what God is going to allow you to steal other people's shit? I mean, supposedly, but this is the mind of a psychopath. You're psychotic. You're a psychopath. Who gets to steal someone else's shit and say, this God, this big God of yours is blessing you? What kind of degenerate God are you worshiping, Stu, that allows you to steal other people's belongings and keep it and say you found it? So I find somebody's gold in their house and say, it's my gold, I found it. That's the shit you're saying. That's what you're claiming, Stu. But I try to tell you, white morons, time is cyclical, not linear. You will pay for all crimes. And it's just your time to pay. You thought you're going to steal somebody's shit and have it forever? Well, the joke's on you, Stu. Joke's on you, racist morons. This country was never yours. You never found shit. You stole it. Ask the people sitting on reservations, do they think you found it? You stole it. So if God is just, you claim you love God and your Jesus, and things are demonic and your Jesus and the Lord. If the God and the Lord is just, this right must be made wrong, right? You didn't find shit, you stole it.
Only whites could become citizens. It was written into our founding documents. For America's entire history, the population has hovered above or around at least 90% white. And all of this, of course, started to change rapidly after the Jewish-written 1965 Hart-Celler Immigration Act, which opened our borders to third world and non-white immigration. But even as recently as the 1990 census, America was still over 3/4 white. By 2020, that number was down to just 63%, and obviously, at the rate things are going, whites will be a minority in their own country. It
was never your country. You're the minority when you got it, when you start stealing shit, Stu. In your own country that you stole. The shit that you stole, Stu, is that what you're talking about? Minority in your own country. This is never your country. You stole it, Stu. And then you try to make a white. And I know your ass gonna go back to the pound. I'm sure you like the majority of white people, you got here doing something called the Great Migration. So when they stole the country, they wanted to flood it with white people. That's what happened. They flooded it with white people from your poor, fucked up countries in Europe where all you were poor and starving. Well, you brought your ass over here because the blacks had already built wealth. We built this bitch, you didn't. So the wealth of the country was built off our backs. That's what Kendrick is talking about in the Super Bowl. These are facts, whether you like it or not. Your poor white ass is sitting in Europe, sucking your own asshole. And the idea you think you get to keep some shit you stole. What God is this you worship? What God you white people worship that says you get to kill and steal people's shit and keep it? No. Sorry, Stu. Things are cyclical. Your time is motherfucking running out. Time is up for your ass. Country will change. You're not making enough babies, like I said. I don't give a fuck what they do. You guys can have a moratorium on abortion. It's not going to help your ass. Your replacement numbers, you can pay white women to have babies. That's not going to be enough. The planet is getting rid of your wicked ass, not us. No one's doing nothing against. No one's being racist towards you. The planet is getting rid of your ass because you're wicked. Ask God, why is He getting rid of you? Okay, next time you screaming, you ask God, why is He getting rid of your white ass? Ask God that. Ask God. Could it be because you're racist? You fucked up? You stole people's shit? What God is sitting on high? This show, we're going to play the Christian God. What God is sitting on high, the Most High, sitting down looking at you, steal everybody's shit, and says, this is good. You murdered all these people, this is great. You stole all these people's land, yeah, but that's wonderful. And we're going to allow that to continue. We're going to allow you to keep the land that you stole from innocent people who helped you, showed you how to farm and eat and take care of yourself. That's going to be, that right's never going to be wrong. What God is going to, you claim you love this God. See, their God love is fake. You see who He is. His fake talking about Jesus and love the Lord, and His fake cross is all fucking phony. It's all a lie. This man is no more religious than the fucking man in the moon. He has no attachment to the true creator of the universe. He's wicked. His natural thing is evil. This cracker is wicked. That's what you see from this bastard. Evil. He said, we were all white people. Don't look at white people. There were people here, Stu. That wasn't you. They didn't want you on their land, but they let you in and they taught you how to farm because you were fucked up. And it really wasn't you, because I know you wasn't even here at that time. You people weren't here. They let you in because most people are loving. They let you in, they showed you how to farm and how to eat, then you turned around and murdered them. That's what you did. So, what God's gonna allow this thing? Stay off again. Hang on, my TikTok keeps going off. Wrap this up anyway. Let him finish his rant.
Decades. We already are in states like California and Texas and Maryland. And obviously, if and when whites do become a minority in the United States, which we will, you
were the minority before you got here and starts raping and stealing, moron. You stole this. What don't you understand? You stole all this shit. What don't you get? You get to keep it forever? You don't. And if there's a God and He bends towards justice, the wrong that you done has to be made right. I know you like to hear it. The wrong that you done has to be made right. The The wrong that you done has to make rights too. Your racist ass.
Country will cease to exist.
Oh,
That's a fact.
Exactly.
The country that we were born into, the country that our ancestors founded.
Look, the country's ancestors, they didn't found shit, they stole it. The country our ancestors found, see the trickery in words, this race issues, they didn't find anything, they stole it. You didn't find people here when you came here. So you didn't find anything. They love to use it, see how white people use these fake words, I found it. You didn't find it. You stole it. Committed genocide. Killed people. Stole people's land. Murdered them. Raped them. And everybody he showed it done. These are the degenerates he's showing you. Like I told you, Thomas Jefferson, wicked ass. Sleeping with a goddamn, his fucking slave, Sally Hemings, was a child. These are facts. A child he had 6 kids with and kept enslaved. This wicked, no good bastard. No, Thomas Jefferson, he didn't even believe in your God, Stu, because he's wicked and evil. I'm going to tell you, if there is a God that bent towards justice, he was scared to die because he know he was wicked. He didn't say, I'm a person of my time. This is all white people do they little wicked shit. You know, he's a person of those times. Everybody was raping people and putting their kids in slavery. If that was the case, then you're all wicked, man. You're all evil. You're all wicked and evil. Thomas Jefferson knew he was wrong. He said he knew he was wrong. If there was a God, he was going to be judged for being wicked and evil. Those are his writings, not mine, moron. Then you got George Washington, no good fuck ass up in here. Taking teeth out of a human being's head and putting it in his own goddamn head. And you get some fake made up white story. Oh, George Washington had wooden teeth. No, he took the slaves' teeth out of the head that he had. He had slaves. He took the teeth out of the damn black man's head and put, we're inferior, but we're not inferior for you to put our teeth in your fucking mouth and your fucking skull. So wicked, you know wicked and demonic. That's demonic, Stu. You wanna know what demonic is? That's demonic. To take another man's teeth out of his head and then put them in your own fucking head. That's demonic, moron. You trying to put these men up. See, they love their killers and they murderers and they damn rapists. That's what he's showing. These are our heroes. These are our heroes right here, the rapists and the goddamn murderers. These motherfuckers are demonic. How you sleep with a child and then make the child pregnant and have her babies enslaved on your own plantation? Have the very same child that you rape. Having her children as slaves on the same plantation of the person that raped her. Then you try to rewrite history. Oh, it was a love. He loved Sally Hemings and he didn't love her. He was still married to his white woman and his white kids. So what kind of love is that? When you slave your own bastard babies. This motherfucker was enslaved his own bastard babies. Kept them on the damn same plantation. How wicked, but these are your founding fathers. Get the fuck out of here. You've always been wicked. And your time is just coming to an end, so you coming to an end. That's what you're scared of, your wickedness, and you coming to an end. That's why you're hyperbolic and crazy. Oh, founding fathers was a white man's country. It was never supposed to be a country, because if you were decent, you wouldn't have been stealing something that wasn't yours. You got the people's help and said, we're going back to our country. You would have left. But you didn't do that. Okay? You didn't do that. So,
the country that our ancestors shed blood and died for will no longer exist, because when you turn a country's founding population into this...
You're not the founding population. You genocide the population that was here, moron. So if there's a God that bends towards justice, but you claim you love Jesus, and the Lord that fake, I told you everyone these white Christians are fake as shit. You claim you love Jesus, all what you keep telling me. But it's not right, so the God is going to allow you to steal people's shit and keep it, and then kill them off, and claim it as your own and say you're not the founders of something.
obscure minority, how can it exist? It just becomes this collection of...
Ask that question when you brought your ass over and stole the land from the original people. Why does that question exist? In your self-righteous, racist ass rant. Everywhere you go, these people are
power and for their own interest and raping and pillaging whatever is left of the country that until very recently they had absolutely nothing to do with.
Stu, you had nothing to do with it. I told you the majority of white people came over something called the Great Migration. Your ass had nothing to do with the country either. That's what heard most of you majority of white people came over here, these are facts, doing something called the Great Migration of the late early 1900s. When you got your ass over here, the majority of you. These are facts.
We're seeing this already with Indians and others like the Mexicans who are going out into the streets to violently oppose mass deportations and are marching under Mexican flags, attacking American citizens. Or the Indians in New Jersey who have taken over entire cities and entire local governments and have gone as far as banning American flags and banning the United States Constitution from council meetings.
Damn.
I will get into this argument with my own dad. They're doing this because they hate America. They're doing this because they hate white people, and they want to steal and they want to destroy all of the things that white people have built, including your country. And egging them on, putting the battery in their little backpacks, are the demonic little subversives that opened our borders to these savages in the first place, the Jews. They're collective handlers. It really is that simple. And it makes it easy to understand why America's founding fathers, by definition, were white nationalists, because they knew that this country couldn't exist as some kind of a degenerate melting pot or a hodgepodge of the world's rejects. People who flooded in from cesspits from hell all over the world where they couldn't figure out how to rub two sticks together. This country...
All this racist shit he's saying, he couldn't figure out all this racist ass shit he's saying. Hodgepodge, you flooded in from Europe, from your backwaters, fucked up shit. You know how to wash your ass with diseases. What are you talking about? See, this is full-on white supremacist. That's what he is. When they tell you white supremacy don't exist, that's what he is. Everybody did rub sticks together. He was only developed people. These out of their fucking minds. They came over to commit genocide. He don't have nothing to do with the people they murdered. There's no empathy, no humanity for the people they just outright murdered. This is a full-blown white supremacist rant here. I want you to see this is what it is. This cat is a white supremacist. But he'll tell you he's not. I'm not a white supremacist. You are a white supremacist. That's what you are. But he'll tell you he's not. He's a lover of Jesus and the Christ and the Jesus with the blood and the love of Jesus and the Lord and all that shit. He'll tell you. He's a white supremacist.
It was founded by white people, and it was founded for white people. And as issues like mass deportation and birthright citizenship continue hitting the news cycle, that little fact is beginning to surface quite often, whether people like it or not. And someone who has been telling the truth on this issue for a long time is...
But you didn't build it, motherfucker. Founded by you, you didn't build it. Built on the backs of black people. That's another fact. Built on the backs of black people. Yeah, man, go ahead.
I just wanted to ask you, man, if you can get Judge Joe Brown and Irritated Jimmy back on the show, man.
Man, I ain't heard.
When is that store gonna be open? The food store in Kenya, man.
Food store? I never no damn food store in Kenya. I ain't got no food store in Kenya. There's a farm I got, but not no food store. It's what, the restaurant?
Right.
No, that's what we're going to I think sometime in September.
Okay.
Hell, I don't know what Irritated Jimmy at. I got to talk to Judge Brown. I ain't talked to Judge Brown almost 3 years now.
Irritated Jimmy got a page on Facebook, man. His name is A.O. Kamaki. He got a page on BitChute, and he got a page on...
He got a page on BitChute? What is his name on BitChute?
Ayo Kamaki, and it's on Rumble. He has a page too. It's Ayo Kamaki.
Okay.
Or Irritated Gene on Rumble.
Okay, let's check it out. Get in touch with him. I haven't got talked to that brother in years. Shit. Years.
That's why I started watching your show when you started talking to Irritated Gene back in 2018, 19.
Yeah, that was like 2018. Yeah. 2017. I think that was 2017. I took the Irritated Gene. I think that was even 2018. I think that was 2017. That was way back in the day. That was 2017. I talked to that brother. Yeah. Yeah, that was 2017. I interviewed Irritated. That wasn't even 2018. That was 2017. It's been a minute. Wow. Yeah. I had to see if I can see what the brother. I don't even know what the hell he's even doing. I have to see what the brother's doing.
He's talking about the truth, man. You got a book out on with everything.
Okay. All right. That's what's up.
Red Ice TV. Just recently, Lana released a video explaining that America's founding fathers were indeed white nationalists who wouldn't want to recognize the America that we see today. At the Super Bowl or just outside of your front door.
Okay, let me end that right there. They're white degenerates. You know, all these founding fathers, Benjamin Franklin was a filthy pervert, sleeping with children. Thomas Jefferson was a filthy pervert, sleeping with children. I don't know about George Washington sleeping with children, but he was goddamn degenerate. Snatching teeth out of people's heads and putting it on his own goddamn gullet. So, you know, ideal. So, the idea that you had a good anyone out of the bunch of these degenerates. The white people can take their heroes, they're all degenerate, all of them. But they just took the way they brushed over, they were people of their times. Everybody raping and stealing and killing back then, they talking about. For them, it's always the people of their times and all that other wacky shit. Well, anyway, fam, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna wrap this joint up. It's getting late. Been on here 2 hours already. Hours, 8 minutes. Let me hit that 1, 2, 1, 2. Say much love to the fam as I wrap everything up. Be back this weekend, same black time, same black channel, Black Hot Fire. Probably Saturday and Sunday this week. I'll never be home Friday, guys. So say much love. Saturday night, Sunday night when I'll be back. Black Hot Fire. We out. Everybody give me a thumbs up on your way out, family. Thumbs up the video. Or if you're on TikTok, tap the screen as we walk about here. If you're on Twitter, X, whatever it's called, thumb up. I can still film on that page. I just can't access the shit. They cut the show. I got a damn. We out. Black Hot Fire. Everybody have a good night. Smash that screen on your way out, family. Black Hot Fire. Fire. What's up, fam? We out. We out. We out. We out. That one. Yeah, George, you too late. We wrapping up, brother. You way too late. We out. Black. Hot. Fire. I told you guys what time I was going live on this WhatsApp chat room. We out, family. Black. Hot. Fire. Much love. Much love. Everybody have a good night. We out. We out. We out. Black. Hot. Fire. Woo! Good night, everybody on TikTok. I got some skin over here tonight. Alright, family, much love. We out. Everybody have a good night. We out of here. Ring alarm. School's out, stupid. We gone. Peace. My thing wanna go on. This thing's crazy. Yeah, in that right there.